EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, opening round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. Cameron Young from Wake Forest is your leader. He's on the move early at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. Frank, what does the shot into this first green look like?
Well, it's back a little bit up the hill. Bunkers left and right, really the biggest concern, but a well-flighted shot to this three-level green will be well rewarded.
That is so well done. On this opening hole, Frank, at a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445-yard hole. What a view. Here at the par 4, 445-yard second hole. Severe dogleg to the left. What's the best play here, Frank?
Well, that tee shot, Rich, is so intimidating, so you don't necessarily have to hit driver. Club decision is probably going to be important here, because if you hit driver, you've got to take it down over that left side, all over the canyon area. So if you hit 3-wood, you can play a slightly more conservative tee shot, but it is going to leave you a longer second shot to a green that's well protected on the right side by bunkers. But really, if the wind's not blowing, this is a really good, fun hole to play. Look at the vistas.
Frank, this is such a cool venue for a golf tournament out here in Mesquite, Nevada. What a difference from a week ago at Harbortown in South Carolina, with those narrow fairways and trees everywhere. Wolf Creek, looks like you can let it rip.
That's for sure. I grew up in New Zealand. We didn't have these canyons and wide open spaces, and certainly, the wildlife running around. So for me, I thought it was sort of awe-inspiring, just seeing America's beauty at its best. But you're right, dramatically different from Hilton Head. In my book, that's a good shot. You can really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this is one you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at 2 under. Now on to the third, first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see by those bunkers. And the This green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark.
And he definitely could have used a little more club there up the hill, as that's going to come up short. Second shot now, here at the par 3. I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Yeah, came out of that one quickly. That was never on mine. That one in for a bogey here at the 3rd. And he'll drop back now to 1 under par. This is a good hole here at Wolf Creek, the 4th, par 4 at 383 yards with a pretty severe dogleg to the right. Here at the 4th, 383 yards from the back tee, it's a dogleg right, but Frank, looking at all of those bunkers, you could really make a mess of this hole if you stray.
You can. That's why you've got to simplify it. Just something there that's going to find the fairway. Even like 3-wood and a wedge, that's really all this hole's going to require. Avoid the canyons on the left and in the desert, as well as just, I don't know how many bunkers there is on the right side. So a little bit of fairway up the left, find that there, and really, you should be looking at a birdie putt.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Now to the par 5 5th hole. Cut it over the ridge here, Frank?
Well, if you can, if you dare. And there is actually a stream here. I know we're in the middle of a desert, but if you can clear that stream, that's the main thing. This is a crazy-looking tee shot because it looks like you want to go down that down that canyon area, but if you don't know the exact distance you fly the ball, then you're going to be in lots and lots of problems. Those collection of 3 bunkers down the right side, as long as you can avoid that, then that second shot to this par 5, that's not overly long, it's just under 500 yards, is certainly reachable. Second shot will play uphill to a elevated green with, once again, 3 different levels.
And this will be into the left side of the fairway. Good shot there. Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Seven feet now for birdie. Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay at level par. This is an excellent hole here at Wolf Creek, the par 4-6, 447 yards. If you're going to hit driver off the tee, keep in mind there is a creek out there, and that approach is uphill to a hard green. This hole's all you want. Really took a lot on with that drive, but this is going to wind up in the bunker. And that is way down there, but it's going to wind up in the bunker. Going to have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Maybe the best risk-reward hole here at Wolf Creek is right here at the par 4-7. It is, without question, drivable at 302 yards. However, getting that tee shot to stay on the green can often be a different story. We see plenty of shots go over the back, leaving an incredibly difficult pitch shot off the desert floor. Oh, this doesn't look promising. Nope, that just did not look right from the start, and that ball is into the hazard. Okay, so the drop taken, and that will set up what's going to be his third now to this par 4. Well, not quite enough on that one, Frank.
Yeah, coming out of the rough, not surprising. Considerably short.
That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to move him back down to even par.
Frank, this is the kind of hole you like to drop a bag of balls and just have fun. Hit it all day long as if you were at the range. Unfortunately, you only get one crack, and you better be good. This is a tough hole.
Well, if you find the water, actually, you might get another one off there. It certainly is a tough hole, though, Rich. The stream going all the way down the left-hand side, or it wraps right around the left and behind the screen, makes that tee shot... well, it certainly makes you think about that tee shot while you're on the tee. Prudent play, aim for the right edge of the green. There's nothing wrong if you just miss the green on the right, but miss the green by a yard on the left, you pay a very steep price.
And I think he was a little wary of hitting the ball too far there, and he winds up leaving it short. Now a second to this par 3. From about 8 feet. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay at even par.
Finishing up this front side here at the par 4 ninth, 390 yards. And what are we looking at, Frank?
Well, it looks relatively straightforward, but it's anything other than that. Decision time again. Do you lay it up into that wide area of the fairway? If you're a longer hitter and you are out here to have a little bit of fun, then maybe you want to take the head cover off, because you get a little bit of an advantage if you can drive it over that last bunk on that right side, or at least take that out of play, because you're only going to have a short pitch in here.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. And we know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot, 83, 84 yards. See if he can play that 2-check skipper and get it to stop.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that was fairly well done. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th, and he'll go out in 36. It's an even par front side. Starting the backside here at Wolf Creek with a 472-yard par 4 10th. One of the rare, relatively flat tee shots. Lake and bunkers on the left, brush on the right, but the landing area is wider than it looks, so anywhere on the short stuff is good.
Not much to fault there.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
158 yards left to the hole. Pin just on the front edge.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And that won't help the cause one bit. Par 5 12th, and Frank, another reminder that Wolf Creek can really be intimidating.
It can. Water down the left. They'll take a huge dent off your scorecard. A lot of fairway down the right. Somehow find that. This par 5 can be reachable, and 2. There's still trouble to the right of this green if you get a little bit cavalier. This, without doubt, the longest green on the golf course. It's 55 yards from front to back.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Knocked this one in, and that will have been a perfectly played hole with 2 superb shots to this point. Oh, yeah, what a putt there. A second eagle of the round, no less. He has been on his game so far. Well, this is all about temptation at 350 yards, this 13th here at Wolf Creek with a dogleg to the right. If you're a long hitter, you're thinking about it. Maybe you're going to cut the dogleg and try to drive the green, but keep in mind, if you miss it to the right, wave goodbye to your golf ball. Oh, and right on the heels of the eagle. Not so fortunate here as that tee shot is into the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. 8-foot putt here. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he's got it to 3 under now. Just 2 back.
Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's where you've got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4.
That ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
A straightforward look here for birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Well, maybe not so straightforward. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay at -3. We start our finishing stretch here at Wolf Creek with the 393-yard par 4 16. A good drive over a canyon is required. 2 greenside bunkers must be avoided on the approach. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and it would be easy to leave this one short because we're going back up that hill with just the slightest bit of movement from left to right.
Nope. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dog leg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
And that one not going to stop in time. It'll roll all the way into the bunker. The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his second.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Just 5 feet left.
That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just 1 shot off the top spot.
So 2 holes left to play. Now the final par 5 on the course, 562 yards, the 17th.
The drive looks relatively straightforward, and I say that because there's a little creek down there that obviously you have to stay short of. But that's the fun part. They want to keep you back in an area where you go, can I hit the second shot across the stream, across the water, and still keep it on the green? And the answer is, I don't know. This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4. Oh, that was well done there. Exploded that out of the sand beautifully and has an excellent chance for birdie.
Good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdies at 16 and 17.
Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
Can you believe it? This is into the bunker yet again. That has definitely been the theme of the round. Second now from the sand here at 18. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Chance now for another birdie.
From my vantage point, I don't see a whole lot of break. He should have a good run at this one.
That one just going to sneak on by. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And this will be an opening round, 67 on the scorecard. Well done. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Mesquite, Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, live second-round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. The former Texas Longhorn Scotty Scheffler is the leader. He's currently at 8 under. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And after yesterday's 67, quickly to 1 under for his round here. Ready to tee off here at the second hole. Quite a view from up here, Frank.
Once again, big elevated tee. And it's hard to imagine you have a tee that high up, but that'll shorten that 445 yards. Obviously, it's a dog leg left. You've got to be careful if you hit driver and 2 straight, because then you can run out. A nice tee shot in the middle there, and then you get a relatively straight shot into this sort of par 4 green, obviously going a little bit back up the hill. And once again, a little bit like that opening hole, sort of different tiers on that green. Try and make sure that you're on the right one.
The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, that's acceptable there. 15 feet away. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he's going to move to 7 under par, 2 under on the day.
All right, Frank, describe the third hole.
Well, it's a par 3 with a bit of a tabletop green, Rich. Some bunkers right and left of that, but also it's going to play a little bit further. This tee shot is uphill, unlike the opening 2 holes. So a 3 here, and that certainly won't hurt the scorecard.
Yeah, and with the elevated green, he might have needed an extra club, as that won't get there. Still work to do to get this on the green. This his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. Now he's going to fall a couple of shots off the pace. Coming now to the 383-yard par 4 fourth. Severe dogleg right. Fairway wood or hybrid off the tee might be the play here. Just make sure you avoid the series of bunkers on the right. All right, in the fairway. So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second.
Jack Nicklaus always told me hole high, that was the goal. Little left, but hole high and inside 10 feet. Well done.
Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead.
How about this hole, Frank? Par 5 fifth.
If you stand on this tee for the first time, you've got virtually no idea where you've got to aim. Do you aim it left of those bunkers? Do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really, the answer is how far do you hit it, because that is going to determine the line that you hit it on. Avoid the water, that little stream, but you can always have a drink on the way if you want to, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5, so very reachable. But you can see you've got to flight that second shot. You want to make sure that ball's coming in nice and high to this green that's perched up.
Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot. Oh, boy. Now that's going to hurt. That simple chip shot and well off the mark. That hurts.
He has a 12-footer here. Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he's going to stay 2 back.
Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline here, you're going to be playing golf with the billy goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes, once again, are apparent here at the 6th. 'Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go, we all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole too, and a fun hole to play.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. So after a well-placed drive, this his second from short range. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain at 6 under par. Onward to the short but really fun 7, 302-yard par 4 hybrid or fairway wood off the tee. Should get you over a ridge that rolls downhill, leaving a short iron over a creek to the green. Not holding back. This is a big swing. It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Now, that's a good opportunity, unfulfilled. Too bad he's now in that 40% category. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played. The stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of this green makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss this green, obviously you'd miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
Yeah, most folks miss it long on a downhill par 3 like this, but there, he'll come up a bit short. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. This is a good one to close out the front side. 390 yards of par 4. Yeah, you can hit the big one and just air it out. Finishing up the front side here at Wolf Creek with the 390-yard par 4 9. Bit of a breather here. Time to pull out the big stick and let it rip. Find the fairway. And a birdie is definitely in play. And that will do just fine. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he'll fall back to 5 under.
The par 4 10th, and Frank, what's the right way to attack this hole?
A little deceiving off the tee here, Rich, because you don't see the full width of the fairway because of the desert down the right side. You do see those bunkers down the left. 280 yards take them completely out of play. And it's a fun green, obviously protected by those bunkers on the left and that little one-pot bunker on the right. But be aware of the contours of this green and just be aware, too, where they stick the flag. In that front section, then this is certainly a birdie hole.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 138 yards left. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
Imagine a miss club because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
Can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. So that's in for par to start this backside, and he'll stay at 5 under. On to the 11th hole. We're looking downhill, 215 yards to the green.
And this is one of the holes that you realize you're at Wolf Creek. You would never see this hole anywhere else in the world. It's amazing when you stand on this tee. You see all of the canyons around, but there is a little green area down there surrounded by a couple of bunkers. It's a great-looking par 3. It measures 215 yards, very playable, and you never know, today might be the day where you make birdie.
A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. 18-footer. Yeah, that's not bad. He was hoping that would come down a little more, but that's good effort. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. Now to the par 5 12, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. Then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many as 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. That is a marvelous shot. Look at that, Frank. You know, sometimes on a par 5, you're happy to just be home. Maybe 50, 60 feet away, you take your 2 putts and move on. Here, you're thinking about eagle, getting out of there with a 3.
Yeah, just imagine if he can roll this one in. What a well-played hole it will be.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. A dead-on look here for birdie. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And that's going to move him to 6 under par. Now to the 13th hole, and, I don't know, should we just fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like that, but then you better find dry land. 350 yards, but as the crow flies, it's probably just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can make it.
Trying to gather some momentum after the birdie, but that won't help. It's into the bunker off the tee. Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And that'll move him to 7 under par. 14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone because you want to take some pictures here. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see. The other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. It's sort of 3 different tier levels and that. But let's see, birdies that to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
Well, lesson there, I think, is if you find the bunker, you're just asking for trouble. Short of the green and a lot of work to do to salvage par. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay at 7 under. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
You don't just hit the shot sometimes, you maneuver it, and that's a really good example right there. Beautifully executed. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Onward to the shortest and one of the easiest holes here at Wolf Creek, the 125-yard par 3 15. The only trouble here, the deep greenside bunkers on the left. This will be a short iron, and this is one you want to stick in there close. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So now with the ball below his feet, got to be careful this doesn't go right.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Just a hair off target. Those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay right where he is. This is a terrific hole right here at Wolf Creek. All the risk reward you want in a great par 5. The 17th is 562 yards. If you can bomb your drive, it goes all the way down the hill. That'll give you a chance to get home in 2. But if not, beware, that ball could come back into the lake. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some days you just can't miss. And this is one of those days. What a putt there as he'll walk away with an eagle. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course, you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and, well, they want you to finish on a good note. So a good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This his second.
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position on the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
Yeah, that's well played. It's a birdie at 18. And that will be matching 67s to get the tournament started. 2 excellent rounds of golf.
What a day of golf we saw out there today, Frank. It was a lot of fun.
Wolf Creek is just an amazing experience, Rich. To imagine that they could build a golf course like this, and let alone people could play it and have fun. Every shot's a different experience out there. I doubt you'd ever get another golfing experience anywhere in the world that would come close to this.
Nothing like Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. So for my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long from Wolf Creek Golf Club.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the desert town of Mesquite, Nevada, and Wolf Creek Golf Club, it's third-round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. The leader is Tom Hoagie. He currently sits at 12 under par. Our featured golfer, right in it, just a couple of shots off the pace. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started.
Frank, what does the shot into this first green look like?
Well, it's back a little bit up the hill. Bunkers left and right, really the biggest concern, but a well-flighted shot to this three-level green will be well rewarded.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Oh, he made it. What a start to this round. An eagle here at the first hole. And if that is a harbinger of what's to come, he may be in for a special and memorable round of golf. 445-yard par 4 second hole. No mistaking where we are. Smack in the middle of the Nevada desert. Moving on to the 445-yard par 4 second. Severe dogleg left. Aggressive players hitting driver to the left of the visible fairway. Less aggressive players will play to the right, but be careful long there and your ball can be lost in the desert moonscape.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
A good break got him here, now his second to the par 4. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie, and he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Onward to the first par 3 here at Wolf Creek, 227-yard third uphill, so it plays a lot longer than the yardage indicates. Better to be long here than short. And the uphill shot there, difficult to judge, and that will wind up short. Working back up from below the putting surface, this a second. Oh, that is how you get to be world number 1. A beautiful shot there to get it in tight. Oh, no. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And he's going to fall out of the lead and wind up a shot back.
383-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down there. Just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away.
And this a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close. Here we go.
Oh, it's come out of the gates today beautifully, and there is another chance.
This only about 5 feet for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. Will certainly help the cause. We come now to one of Wolf Creek's signature holes, the 490-yard par 5 fifth, another elevated tee. The key here is to clear the desert and creek off the tee and find the fairway. From there, reaching the green in 2, definitely a possibility. just what you want to do. Land it in the fairway, get a little bit of rollout, and that is a good shot. Definitely within range of getting home in two. This, his second. What a good shot that is. Home and two on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. That may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Next up, 447-yard par 4-6. If you hit driver off the tee, be mindful of the creek that traverses the fairway, and the approach plays longer than the yardage as it climbs uphill to a really difficult green.
What a way to feel. Eagle on the previous hole, just swinging easy and just stripes another one. You playing with house money?
Second shot here at the 6th at Wolf Creek. What do you think of this approach, Frank?
Well, it's decision time, really, Rich. Do you want to try and fly it onto this green, or do you try and run it in between those two bunkers? Personally, I think you've got to fly it because you've got a backstop behind this green. All the mountains that sort of protect the back of the screen. If anything, it should run back on.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, in all things considered, he's in pretty good shape, coming back up the slope, working slightly to the right.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and this will remain a 3-shot lead.
Well, everybody loves the short par 4, and here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop-off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive, even though this is a very short hole.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
This would be a bonus from 25 feet away. Got it there, but not quite on target. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to tighten things up a little as the lead is down to 2. We arrive now at the beautiful but treacherous par 3 8th, another one of Wolf Creek's signature holes, playing a stout 248 yards with a creek that wraps around the green from front to back. Important to hit your mark here. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for.
close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field.
Set to round out the front side here at Wolf Creek with a par 4.
Fun hole for the big hitter too. They can really take advantage of this. The last fairway bunker down there on the right side is just over 300 yards to get over it. And longer hitters could nearly drive it in the green side bunker on the right. So just tee it up there. You're playing desert golf for a reason. Enjoy it. Just have a little flick in here. And chance, too, to have a little birdie at the end of your front 9.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
So from the rough, his second at 9.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. That'll mean this is a 32 on the front, 4 under par. There's a lot happening on this par 4 10th at 472 yards, though it is one of the few flat tee shots here at Wolf Creek. You can see there are bunkers and a lake on the left and then the brush on the right. So you want to get this ball in play. That's important. Going to work this up that left-hand side. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
It's 123 yards to get you to the front of this green, but it's 138 yards you'll need to get all the way to the hole. Pin on the left portion of this green, so it will favour a wee draw.
Good chance at one.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. Now at the par 3 11th, and though it is 215 yards, you can see with that elevated tee, it doesn't play quite as long as you're coming downhill. You certainly don't want to miss it left here. Okay, that one's dancing. This one is all about touch and feel and creativity. Coming down that huge slope, though it is a birdie putt. Yeah, had to be careful with that one. Couldn't be too frisky, and that's not too bad. That one finished off. It's in for par. And this will stay a one-shot lead.
Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. When you look out at the desert mountains and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Man, Frank, it is one thing to stack pars on a scorecard, but Eagles, this is an incredible performance.
Well, I'm used to birdie feasts, but eagle feasts? I didn't think you could do that.
Yeah, easy to come up short on that one, but that's a decent effort. A great opportunity here for birdie. No problems there. That one in for a birdie. He moves to 15 under.
Hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what, I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th. Getting set to play his second shot. Now this for another birdie. Yeah, that's not an easy lag putt. That's going to come up a bit short. Just 5 feet left.
Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And he's going to drop back to 14 under par.
Here we are at one of the most photographed holes at Wolf Creek. 444-yard, par 4 14th, sweeping dogleg left. Avoid the 6 bunkers hugging the left side of the fairway and enjoy the view.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
He's got 141 to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And the lead's going to remain 2. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down on those bunkers because they're, well, a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll remain at 14 under.
Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should set up nicely for a birdie.
Little bit of an awkward distance for this, his second. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain right where he is.
Now to the 17th, par 5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dogleg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Wow, what a second shot. And Frank, he has a chance for yet, can you believe this, another eagle?
Yeah, I thought one was enough, Rich. Two, wow, that's a little greedy, right? A chance for 3 eagles?
Nope. Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17. And he will definitely not say no to that. This is a cool finishing hole here at Wolf Creek. Just 307 yards, a shorty. And it's probably a fairway wood or a hybrid off the tee. What presents a problem, that approach shot. Waterfall on the left. It looks nice, but you just want to stare at it. You don't want to hit your shot there. Deep bunkers and rocks on the right, and a funky green that is really a challenge. This is an excellent finishing hole.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second shot now at the home hole. Ball is in the rough, but has a chance to get this within birdie range with a good shot. Chance now for another birdie.
Boy, that is going to leave a sour taste here at the end of the round. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. So a two-stroke lead here for our featured golfer. That's the good news, but you have to keep in mind. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, we present live final round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. What a weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a two-shot advantage here to begin play. Well, you're going to need a little luck on a day like this, and he's fortunate to get a good kick there to get the round underway. Oh, off the flagstick. This one just about straight at it for eagle. Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round to 16 under par.
Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box is at 9 stories high. It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
Well, this is left all the way.
And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
And that will make it onto the putting surface, but ultimately, not a real good shot. Nope, that was never going to climb that hill, and he has left himself a tester coming up. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. He's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead.
Now to one of the toughest par 3s you're going to find at 227 yards. Just reaching the green is an accomplishment here. It's a full 90 yards uphill from the black tees to the putting surface. And he definitely could have used a little more club there up the hill, as that's going to come up short. A chance maybe to just throw something up high for his second. This from 7 feet. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. That cushion's going to remain 2 shots. Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they got down that right side. It's easy to see where not to go. So obviously you want to get that ball up on that left side. And then really it's just a short pitch across. Yeah, this hole's only 383 yards, and it won't even really play its distance. But, of course, you've got to be careful. It's not long, but fairway first once again here. You can see all the problems around there if you do miss this fairway.
Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
102 gets him to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And this is going to stay a 2-shot lead.
We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, you know, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long. So, very reachable.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, flew it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an Eagle 3. Superb. Here at the 6th, 447-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a layup hole, too, for the longer hitters. Something out there around the 280, 290-yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg ride, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well-defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green, once again, that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie putt here.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. May need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie.
Oh, and that runs out of gas far too early. That is not where you want to leave the golf ball.
13 feet away. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And that lead going to drop to a single shot.
Frank, a very short par 4 here at the 7th, but not one you're going to try to hit off the tee?
No, unless you can fly the ball sort of 300 yards on the nose and stop it within sort of 5 or 6 yards, it's really too risky. This green is not very deep, just sort of 10 or 15 yards in depth. It's just a layup hole, but layup hole it simply doesn't mean grab a club and hit it down the fairway. The best way to play it is to try and hit the ball right on the number. And where I mean by number, I mean the full shot yardage for your second shot, even if that only is a sand iron.
Here at 7, this is second from off the fairway. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. He's got it to minus 18.
Frank, I really like this hole, the par 3-8 here at Wolf Creek.
It measures just under 250 yards. Really what you want to know is the yardage just to the front edge of the green. Anything obviously that carries sort of 5 or 6 paces on there, then at least you've got a relatively big green to hit at. But you can see the trouble that surrounds short and left of this green, as well as just over the back.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and the lead will remain 1. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter, just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards that will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
I was asking for it to go, and it listened. That is a really good shot. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par.
The par 4 10th. What's the right way to attack this hole, Frank?
Rich, you've got to convince yourself there's more fairway down there than what it first looks because that ridge on that right side, the desert there, blocks your view off the tee. But this fairway is just as wide as every other fairway on the golf course. A good drive, sort of 280, 300 yard plus, will always take those bunkers down the left out of play. From there, that second shot, just be aware where the flag is. If they have it in that front or middle section, this is certainly a birdie hole. Anything on the green is going to be a very sort of makeable putt. Just be careful, though, when that flag is on the back right. That's the hard position because it brings that pot bunker into play. Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Disappointing. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. Here now at the 215-yard par 3 11th, another elevated tee shot, meaning it usually plays shorter than the yardage. A miss right is definitely better than a miss left. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Absolutely perfect there, down the slope. It's in for a birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. From a par 3 to a par 5 here at the 12th. It measures 560 yards, a sweeping dogleg left, and there is some trouble down that left side.
This is a scary tee shot. There's no two ways about it, Rich. You've got to get the ball in play because you can really rack up a good score here. That water very much in play. Doesn't matter what club you decide to hit off the tee. 560 yards actually is reachable, believe it or not. But you've got to get it on the fairway. You don't really have to be too brave and try and take too much over there. The other thing, too, to consider about is this green is nearly half the length of an NFL football field. It's 55 yards from the front of this green to the back of the green.
What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. There may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
And that's really good. That put on the brakes just a little short, or he might have dropped that in. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And the rest of the field squarely in the rear view mirror now. This is up to a 5-shot lead. 13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees. But very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And this one close to being over, as it'll remain a 5-shot cushion. Certain holes in golf, you just want to pull out the phone and snap a picture and just soak it all in. This is one of those holes, the 14th at Wolf Creek, 444 yards. Spectacular, isn't it? Trying to work this one left to right.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Now this for another birdie. Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. This will stay a 4-shot advantage with time running out for the rest of the field. Don't you just love a really short par 3? This 15th is only 125 yards. Maybe grip down on a wedge, clip it just perfectly, stuff it in there close and make it 2. This one has a chance to be close. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. A lot of movement coming left here. This for birdie. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. From a short par 3 to a short par 4. Just 393 yards here at the 16th, Frank.
And when you stand on this tee, this hole looks anything other than straight. Goes to the left and comes back to the right. But if you can just fixate at the green in the distance, you're actually going to look like a relatively straight par 4. And that's the way the hole should be played. Look at those first 2 bunkers that you see and just try and split those. Good tee shot here and nothing more than a wedge left into this green. Simplify it. That's the key.
That got a fortunate bounce. That'll be just fine.
So after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4. This is an 11-foot putt. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Frank, you licking your chops here at the par 5, 17th hole?
Oh, why not? A chance to reach a par 5 and 2, but there's still pitfalls in front of you. A little creek or stream runs across the fairway. So really limiting the distance you can hit that tee shot, but it's still reachable from just short of that creek. Find trouble off the tee, then obviously you turn it into a 3-shotter. But a good tee shot, and it's too tempting to resist not going for this green.
Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17.
It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 the second, and you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Finishing our round at Wolf Creek with another short par 4, 307-yard 18th. Fairway wood or hybrid off the tee might be in order. The approach is the scary part here. Waterfall on the left, deep bunkers and rocks on the right, and a two-tiered green that will make for a tough two-putt. Trying to keep the momentum going after the eagle, but that is not going to help. It's into the bunker. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. The pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And this will be a final round 64. Wow. Woo, Frank. They were a freight train out here this week, running away with the title. It wasn't even a contest.
No, really, they're all playing for second, and we can see why, too. They just wouldn't put a foot wrong. It was a great performance.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.